It's anime time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the SH Figuarts 20th anniversary Sailor Moon figure Sailor Jupiter. Now why am I reviewing this and why am I reviewing this now? Because this is a figure that has been out for a while. Well, I mean, reason number one, Jupiter is my favorite character from the show ever. I mean, uncontested, she's the best. Give it up to her. But other than that, they recently announced a Super Sailor Jupiter, which I didn't get any super versions of the characters, bar Sailor Moon herself. But honestly, seeing Super Jupiter kind of rekindled my love for the line, and I might pick up Super Jupiter, just her, because she's the best. So once more, here's a quick look at the box. You have all this sparkly, nice green with her logo. Why is her logo 4? Can anybody tell me that? Is that the official symbol for Jupiter? I don't know. All the other guys have like some kind of heart or whatever, and she has a 4. But we're really here for the figure, and her hand just disconnects. That's the thing. All these Sailor Moon figures are very petite, very small, very thin. So you will have a lot disconnecting. Also, she does not stand on her own at all. Luckily, you get a base with all of them, so you got that. First of all, having a look at the size of the character. I mean, Jupiter is the tallest of the bunch, and they're definitely in scale. I might do the other ones, I don't know. But for now, let's just focus on Jupiter before you even go somewhere else. 16 centimeters, 6 inches and a half, almost, really to the top of the back of her hair. And my tripod is really bad. You can see how much it's shaking. I really love the detail with these guys. It is the classic anime style, none of the manga or not Crystal. I mean, they did a Sailor Moon version for Crystal, but none of the other ones, and I don't think they're gonna because it's been a while. Maybe, who knows. What's very important here is, I mean, the eyes and everything is done very well. You have the metallic golden, but they also did here earrings, and it's so small, the camera is even like not focusing on it. As far as the rest of the body goes, I mean, the mold is spot on, looks very nice, and the paint job is very shiny. Now, it's cloth, so usually I would be like, oh, why is this metallic? Why is this reflecting so heavily? It's Sailor Moon, though. I mean, it's a girly show about sparkly stuff, and, you know, I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean to talk bad about the show. I mean, I used to watch it when I was younger. I tried to watch Crystal, though, and I kind of just... You know, it kind of caught up to me that this is for girls, and at some point it was just kind of like, oh my god, just shut up. Please. The action's still good, and the animation is amazing, so whatever. Let's move over to the articulation. First and foremost, you have her hair bun over here, the ponytail, which rotates around on a ball joint, so you can bring that up and down and all around. The head itself has also the ball joint into pack combination. It packs kind of like in, I think in the back. Yeah, so this packs into the back, goes back and forth, of course, with the face on. Let's really check how far that goes. I mean, still the same, back and forth. Very good motion, actually, and something fell down again. Her hand, alright. Those are on tiny ball joints, as you can tell. But also there's some side and all the way around. Neck articulation, I don't really get anything out of it. It looks like this piece would move at least back and forth, but... either it's stuck or it's just made like that. And I have that with all of them, so I'm guessing there's no articulation intended as far as I can tell. Then we have the shoulder, which is on a big ball joint connected to another ball joint, so you can rotate it around. Add the torso over here, bring it up a little over 45 degrees. As you can tell, this moves out of the way because that is soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about that. Shoulder is on a single hinge, gets good motion, and of course the hand that keeps popping off is just on this small ball over here, and you have some very good motion when it's not popping off, of course. Torso articulation is also pretty good. I mean, the chest part, you get some nice wiggle motion, goes back and forth, nice enough, and down at the torso you have basically the same thing, going around, and you have the triple peg ball joint combination. I mean, there's like a pack that goes in like a T shape and goes into the torso and then the two legs over here. So you have a 5 swivel at the leg, and as you can tell, this ball joint over here goes into it, so you can bring the legs up pretty far to the back and out to the side very nicely. Then the knees have a single hinge. It doesn't, I mean, it looks okay on this one. Also bends forward a little bit. I mean, the legs aren't usually supposed to bend that way. And you have a big ball joint with a pack at the foot, so you can get that back and forth. And it doesn't really go sides. Well, it kind of does go out like that, but really you have to play around, rotate the ball up here to the right position, so you can do this side-to-side motion. And if you want to do it forward, you just have to do this and back and forth. So there you go. I mean, that works. It's a little weird, but whatever. So with the regular face, you get 3 more. The one where she goes for an attack with the where her eyes just completely change. Then the happy face and the angry face with still the rounded eyes. You have 2 fist hands and then open posing hands. Really just, you know, summon lightning and just having some poses. This is where she goes for the attack. And then you got some more open posing hands. You have her hairpiece with the antenna on it to summon lightning. And if you didn't see it before, I already have on the figure 1 open hand, just like a regular one, and 1 pointy finger. Boop. And by the way, almost forgot, we also have a heart-shaped base with the logo on it and Sailor Jupiter and some sparkly stuff going around. Yay! And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? I mean, it's pretty obvious. I kind of mentioned at the beginning how seeing Super Sailor Jupiter rekindled my love for this line. And it's a good line. They did that very well. And the problem though with it, well, I kind of stopped caring about it and I didn't get Pluto or Saturn or whatnot. I only got the main 5 with Chibi Moon and Tuxedo Mask. But the thing with the line was like, it's always basically the same character with a different health sculpt and different boots. That's not their fault. I'm just saying it got kind of boring. Anyhow, that goes for the line, but overall every individual figure is still good, worth your money, very well done. But be aware, they are very petite, and during this review I probably had her hand fall off about 10 times. I had to arm disconnect, and I have Mercury whose torso kind of disconnects. I mean, I cleaned them today, and Mercury's torso just kind of went off, and I have not really been able to reconnect it properly, so be aware of that. I mean, I get it, they're very small, so things like that tend to happen. Just be very careful with it. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like, and maybe subscribe so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Sailor Jupiter wants.